that just happens to sell things. So if customer service comes first, then sales will follow. Pretty simple, I guess. So there's over 92 people on this team. It's definitely a very, very large team.
Say that number again?
92 people on this team.
And this is just live chat.
Just live chat.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Any questions about live chat?
Is there a separate number for them?
Is there what?
A separate phone number for them?
It's instant messaging. So
Yeah.
it's through the
just
computer.
Okay.
Yep. So that's all it is.
God, I couldn't type for 6 hours.
Wait till I tell you how long this phone call was. I'll let you think about that.
How many people would they do tend to chat with on average at one time? Are you having multiple chats?
Sometimes 3.
Sometimes 3. Right. And how many people do you need on a kind of this non-Christmas day? How many people in the team need to be there to staff it?
How many people per shift?
Yep.
It's a staggered shift, so people are coming and going throughout the entire day, all day.
Yeah.
How many people do you think are with you early morning?
We usually have about 15, 20 in the early morning.
So,
And then it just grows from there.
yeah. So definitely 15, 20 in the morning, and then it grows. And then as the day kind of gets later, obviously it'll shrink back. We've got a team that's constantly monitoring how many chats are coming in on a daily basis. They're looking for trends and ebb and flow, and we schedule our reps based off of that.
Okay.
And it's a 6-month rotation. We'll go into that a little bit more when we head upstairs.
And one final question. Do you prompt people during their journey to have a chat? So if they are spending too much time on a product, do you prompt them?
Exactly. So let's say you've got something in your shopping cart and you haven't really touched it. A window may pop up and say, do you need help? We'd be happy to chat with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. I like these number plates. Okay.
So yeah, everyone gets a license plate after you graduate training, except they're white. So you're going to see, let's see, there's some white ones back there. And then once you've been with the family for a full year, you get a blue one. These are kind of antiques, I guess now. They're
I'm an antique.
rare. No, the license plate. I'm jealous they have these license plates because they don't give them out anymore. It's only the blue ones. The reason for them is these two beautiful ladies are not antiques. They were here pre-Amazon purchasing Zappos. So the verbiage is different on the license plate. Years under a belt. No worries. And so they switched over to the blue ones. They have different verbiage on them. And then for every year you're here, after that initial year, you get a registration sticker. It goes in the top right-hand corner. And that lets everyone know how many years you've been with the Zappos family.
Okay.
I lost some. Are you? Yeah. What, how many years? 7. Yep, you lost 2.
Can I?
I look younger.
So does everybody always have their own desk, or do you hot desk depending on who's coming in?
Yep, everyone has their own space. We don't desk share. So you have your own space every single day. And we can decorate the desks however we want, too. So no really rules, regulations to that. We don't have a dress code either, so you can wear whatever you want. It's really...
Is that usually on best judgment?
Yeah. And no one comes in lingerie, I promise. Or pajamas, though. Pajamas, yeah. Everyone loves their pajamas and slippers.
Right.
And everybody showers.
Yeah,
so the rule
We know
whatever you
everything.
want is cover up all the necessary areas, and personal hygiene is a must. Those are like the two. That's
Good.
like the dress code. Yeah, that's our dress code.
Thank you, no working.
We'll just send them next door. We've got a shower over there, so
Right.
we have a gym next door, and in both the men's and women's restrooms, they offer a shower, so we can shower off after we work out.
Okay.
Any other questions? No? All right, let's head this way. Hi, ladies. 24/7, and all of the drinks, salads, soups, you name it, it's all free. There are things that are not free. That boy's $2. They're charging. We're bouncing off the walls. Hot soup coming through. And then we also have that vending machine there. That's 25 cents, but all the proceeds go to the Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth. That charity changes out quarterly. And then we also have a hot beach. Everyone has to learn how to do this job in particular. And the reason for that is during the holiday season, we do ask for all hands on deck. Everyone will hop on the phones and do 10 hours of holiday helper time to assist our customers. That's really important because the day after Christmas this past year, we had 19,000 phone calls in one day. So to have everybody hop on, assist, is really helpful to not only CLT, but also our customers. So after that initial 4 weeks of training, you then go through 3 more weeks, and that's more job specific. So it's a 7-week training period for everyone within the Zappos family. After you graduate, you finally get to join your team. So you'll notice in CLT, all these desks up front are a little bit larger than the desks behind, and that's because this is where the team lead sits. 80% of our phone calls within 20 seconds. No worries. So we were pretty good yesterday. But our main goal is not, the sales, how much we sell, how many phone calls we take in a day. It's all about building that PEC, or a personal emotional connection. And we can do that through a variety of ways. One of them, of course, is answering the phone as quick as possible. No one wants to wait. The other is through that no call time. So anyone have an idea of how long the longest phone call was?
12 hours.
No, not that much.
Okay.
12.
It was 10 and a half hours was the longest phone call. Same story as the chat. Didn't result in a sale. 2 people just chatting away. So, and it didn't end in a marriage proposal or anything. So that's really important to us. Another thing that we really enjoy doing are PEC cards. Each rep is given 15 minutes before their lunch break to grab a blank thank you card, and they can decorate them however they would like for a customer or 2 that they spoke with that day. Our thoughts are everyone likes mail, as long as it's not junk or bills. And so 358 cards were sent out yesterday. Something else that we really like to receive back is NPS. So NPS stands for Net Promoter Score, and it's 5 quick questions that get emailed at random after a point of contact. Question 2 of the 5 is my favorite. It says, if you were to start your own service-based company, how likely would you be to hire the person who assisted you? And our overall score for all 5 questions is 92%. Live chat did a little over 2,000 chats yesterday. So, not too shabby.
How do you measure you call it a PEC? How do you measure that?
So, personal emotional connection, oh, no worries, is measured by, we record all of our phone calls and chats. So, TLC stands for the Learning Center. That's this team over here. They are the ones pulling all of our phone calls once a month per person. So you get 1 quality check a month at random to make sure that you're building that PEC, not yelling at people, all that good stuff. So, so that's one of the ways we gauge it. Another is through those cards. NPS, getting that feedback back is huge. That'll tell us. And then we also do something called sharing great calls, where if, let's say, you called and I ended up talking to you for a little bit, and I was like, wow, I really felt like I had a really great chat. My lead can send you an email to say, hey, Valerie said she enjoyed your conversation. Would you mind giving her a little bit of feedback? And so then you could kind of let, the rep know and her lead know, or his lead know, how it went, what you thought, anything that could be approved upon, or what went really well. So those are options too. Hi, Kelly. Yes.
Let's see that.
Any other questions? No? Cool. Let's go this room here. So this wonderful woman sitting right here is Augusta. She is our goals and life coach. She is here to help us with any personal or professional goal that we might have. Anything from, I don't need to eat the whole cake, maybe you want to run a marathon someday, buy a house, go back to school, whatever your goal may be. She'll sit with you a half hour a week for a month to go over that goal. She is one woman, though, for 1,400 people, so she's pretty busy, which is why, you can use her services if you would like, but they're not mandatory. She meets with about 20 people per month, so she's very, very busy. She's fabulous. She used to work in the call center. She was one of our leads. She then took the place of we did have another life coach at one time, Dr. Vic, and when he left the company, she stepped in, became the new life coach, went to the Coaches Training Institute, CTI, so she is a certified goals and life coach. Any questions about her that a lead supervisor or manager can do? That a rep on the phone can't.
Yes.
But there may be a time where maybe there's, a shipping situation, whatever it may be. They can always call this team right here, our resource desk, or the R desk, for assistance. They're here 24/7 to be that internal help desk, to walk our reps through any problems, situations, questions. When in doubt, call our desk. They'd be happy to help.
So sorry, go on.
No, that's
These
okay.
are kind of team leads who have got more knowledge about Zappos.
So they're a specialty team. The requirement is you have to be with the company for 90 days.
Right.
After that, you can apply to be on the R desk.
Right.
And you get specialized training once you're on the R desk to be able to answer any of those extra questions. And then the team leads, Brandon and Ryan, are very, very knowledgeable. They've been with the company for some time. They know, a few things.
Yeah.
So they can always call in the team leads too. Hey, Steven. We also have our FACE team back there. FACE stands for Folks Answering CEO Emails. Tony receives 2,000 emails a day. He reads them all, but he can't respond to them all. So he's got a team of 3 that will read and respond on his behalf, but are also very open and honest that they're not Tony. I was on that team for about 9 months, and I can honestly tell you he gets that many emails. He reads the responses, and he would give us feedback. So he was very involved with the team.
What sort of questions? did you get?
Everything from, after he presents, people want his presentation deck and a copy of the culture book, to sponsorships, to, we would get dating requests. I mean, if you could think of it, it probably came through the CEO queue.
Yeah, you have lots of empty desks acquisitions.
Yeah,
Yep. They haven't come into work yet. This is our late side. So they'll come in later today.
Okay. Good.
It's quite effective in use of space to have everybody having their own thing. So half the time you've got lots of space empty.
Yep.
Then
It's not the most efficient, but it's the best. It's employee happiness. When everyone has their own space and feel like they can decorate it and do what they would like, and have their own little home, that's a plus. For sure. Any other questions about the call center at all? All right, we're gonna go down these stairs. Bye, Ryan.
Bye, Valerie!
the hallway.
All right, so once you go through that coaching program with Augusta, you're allowed to come here and write your accomplishment on the wall. So, some pretty cool ones. Someone ate 27 cheeseburgers in 5 hours. Someone grew their biceps by 2 inches. Someone learned to drive stick. Someone ran the Ragnar, which is a 188-mile relay. And someone released 193 pounds. And I say release because Augusta is very big on verbiage. So if you were to lose your keys or your phone, you usually find it, right? So you never want to lose weight, you want to release it so it never comes back. Yeah. Pretty cool. And all the artwork, everything you see within the Zappos family is done by us. So we double as interior decorators too. We're real good with Sharpies. I think there's one, Ron, he's 6'7",
Yeah, Ron's probably
or 6,
bigger.
he might be a little,
He's bigger than that.
6'11".
6'11", somewhere around there.
Do you think you're the second tallest? I don't know any, other than Ron, you're the
Yeah,
tallest.
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Second.
How tall are you?
6'6".
6'6"? Yeah, you're tall.
6'7", depending on the shoes.
Thank you.
So we play in Corporate Challenge every year. Have you guys ever heard of Corporate Challenge?
No.
So it is the Olympics of the corporate world. So companies from all over the valley compete against each other in everything from badminton, racquetball, pool, football, softball, you name it, and it's huge. It goes for months. And so Eddie is the captain for our flag football team. 2 years ago we took bronze. Last year we took silver. So natural progression. No pressure.
Who beat you last year?
Cox Communications.
Oh.
They beat us last year. And I think before that, I think it was Republic Services. So there's some tough competition out there. So this is a little bit about our warehouse in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. It is 1 million square feet. You can fit 17 football fields inside of it. Our inventory is live, and everything that we have online, we physically have in the warehouse ready to go. Yeah? Want to come through?
Yes.
Let you get back to work. So we used to drop ship everything, but we found that was not providing good customer service at all because we couldn't guarantee when our customers were going to get stuff. So we made the decision to house all of our own merchandise, which means at this time we have over 8 million units in stock and 220,000 different styles in the warehouse ready to go. We do have an outlet store there, and everything is 50 to 80% off, and it's open to the public. So if you guys are ever in Shepherdsville, Kentucky, or if you ever needed a reason to go to Shepherdsville, Kentucky, feel free to go check it out. We also take all of our own photos and videos in-house. We take photos from about 6 different angles and try and have a product video for every item too.
That's interesting.
We understand it's really hard to shop online. And so if you can actually see someone wearing the product that you're potentially wanting, it may help make a decision whether you'll buy it or not. If you do buy it and you don't like it, totally no problem. You can always send it back. It is a 365-day return policy, and it's a free return. So you can always send it back, no problem. This team used to be in Kentucky. They now work here in Las Vegas in downtown. So it's nice to have them here with us. And then we also have a pretty decent relationship with UPS. And they visit us quite frequently. About 1 out of every 60 next day air packages UPS receives is a Zappos box. So just a few. We use FedEx in the post office too, but because we're 20 minutes away from that Worldport hub, obviously
easier.
they're going to be our main shipper. And we're thankful for them.
Do you ship internationally?
We don't. We're
So
just
it's
in the
only within
United
the-
States.
Is the shipping department like as fun and creative and
Well, because they're a warehouse setting, there's a lot of rules with safety and stuff. But I mean, yeah, they're a good time. Amazon took over the fulfillment center in September, so now it's an Amazon culture in the fulfillment center. So I'm not sure how it's changed since the takeover.
And do you often bring employees from, say, the Las Vegas bit to the Kentucky bit?
We used to before
Yeah.
Amazon
Right. Okay.
started the fulfillment. Yeah, we used to do boot camp, and you went there for a week and learned how they do things, and then they would come here and learn how we do things. Absolutely. Right before it was my turn, they stopped doing it. So now I'll just have to go on my own.
Hi, Val.
Hi.
everybody.
What did you buy me?
Everything. We
Love
bought
it.
you all the things.
Thank you. That's so nice of you.
thanks?
Everything in the warehouse is done by hand too. We don't use any robots. So our pickers during peak season walk about 15 miles a day. They do a lot of walking.
When you get returns, do they go back in? Are they reshipped as new if they're in good condition? Do you have a whole department of people that are just looking at the returns to establish which route they go? Or-
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, our returns area is huge. They're tirelessly inspecting, but if they're in good condition, they just go back on the site ready to sell.
And if they're in not quite good condition, do you recontact the customer saying these aren't good enough to do the returns, or are you pretty flexible on the customer?
Everyone gets one.
Okay. Yeah.
It happens. So if it continually happens, then we let the customer know. But our customers are pretty great. They know.
Yeah. And do you then have a process whereby the information about why the product's returned is then fed back to the team over here to update
Yes.
the website?
Absolutely. So we do ask, why are you returning this? Whether it be a defect, just didn't fit,
Yeah.
didn't like the color, whatever it may be. So then we know what it's being returned for sure.
Do you do a similar thing on customer service phone calls? So is there when someone finishes a customer service phone call, do they log the reason that the call was generated or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Everything is well notated, which is why we don't. Let's say you gave me a call and then you call back a day later and you're like, I really want to speak with Valerie.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, they wouldn't be able to transfer you to me. We don't have that capability, which is why we do extensive notes. So no matter who's on the phone call, they can look up those notes, know exactly what happened, and assist the customer. So the notes are very thorough. Any other questions? We just started auto notes too, so instead of us having to type it all out, we've got clippings and we can just
Yeah.
And then that must make it easier to analyse.
yeah. Because before we were all doing it all by hand, and literally my notes would be like this long. So it's nice, very nice. All right, let's go this way. There to sit down and take pictures. But we interrupted so many confidential goal sessions by doing that. So we brought this one down here with all the fun crowns and the swords. So if you guys want to sit down and take a picture, you are more than welcome to.
Short matches after you.
Oh,
Sure.
I'll take it.
but you have to be a culture fit too. So they ask questions based off the 10 core values. Everything from on a scale of 1 to 10, how weird are you? You could be a superhero, who would you be and why? If you saw a parade going by, how would that make you feel? Would you want to join in? Would you be annoyed? You know, all of those questions, those are going to help us gauge whether you fit the culture around here. This place isn't for everybody, that's for sure. And so those core values and those questions are really going to help us eliminate and decide who would be a good fit here.
There's actually a download on the Zappos website where you can download 3 pages of the interview questions that they ask, which are really, really, really interesting.
It's very true.
What to choose?
So many options.
So tight.
The one up top is a little bit, those ones are a little bit larger.
Yes, I need a gigantic crown, obviously. Some pure royalty. This is an inside joke, don't worry about it. Okay, now do you want to talk about my hands? Oh my gosh, this is really heavy.
Spin your scepter as well. Keep going. It's backwards to S. There you go.
That's right, it doesn't need to be as you to me, right? Alright, who's next?
So is this the Zappos library here?
No, that's just the team library.
Team library. I missed that.
One more just in case. All right.
To prove that you actually went to Vegas. I was here.
All right.
Anybody else going?
Anyone else? Pictures?
I'm in.
Yeah. Do it.
How can you not take advantage?
Win in Rome, right?
That's right. All right.
Nope. Backwards. There you go.
1, 2.
The interview process.
Yeah.
Good?
Getting that scepter right. Very important.
Yeah.
Any other pictures, guys? No? All right. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and head into retail operations. Go say hi, and then we'll go check out our Zappos Family Library.
Read.